In this video, we will tell you about 13 fatal mistakes that many people make when using lemon water. This drink is known for its many health benefits, but improper preparation, consumption, and storage can significantly reduce its health benefits. We're sure you're making at least 5 of these mistakes, and if you correct them, you'll be able to maximize all the valuable qualities of this amazing drink. Watch until the very end. The final reveal will amaze you. This video will be extremely informative and helpful. So, if you want to become a master of your health, click like, and let's get started. Mistake 1. Ignoring lemon zest. Are you losing important nutrients? Many people make the mistake of throwing away lemon zest when making lemon water and miss the opportunity to greatly enrich their diet. Lemon peel is a veritable treasure trove of nutrients and antioxidants that can significantly improve your health. Studies show that lemon peel contains up to 5 to 10 times more vitamin C than the juice of the lemon itself, and about 10% of the total antioxidant content, including flavonoids and polyphenols, which have strong anti-inflammatory properties. The antioxidants found in lemon zest help protect the body's cells from free radical damage, which helps reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as cancer and cardiovascular disease. Specifically, one study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry showed that lemon peel antioxidants can reduce oxidative cell damage by 15 to 20% with regular consumption. In addition, lemon peels are high in pectin, a soluble fiber that helps regulate blood sugar levels, improve digestive system function, and maintain healthy gut flora. Studies show that regular consumption of pectin can reduce the risk of diabetes and obesity by helping the body process glucose more efficiently. Lemon peel is also rich in minerals such as calcium, potassium, and magnesium, which are important for maintaining healthy bones and muscles. Including lemon peel in your diet can help strengthen bone tissue and reduce the risk of osteoporosis. To get all of these health benefits, all you need to do is grate some lemon peel and add it to lemon water or use it in cooking. However, it is important to remember to prepare the lemon properly. Washing the fruit thoroughly will help you avoid ingesting pesticides and contaminants that can have a negative impact on your health. Thus, don't ignore lemon zest, as it is an easy way to significantly increase the benefits of lemon water and support your health by adding powerful antioxidants and important nutrients to your diet. Mistake 2. Drinking lemon water before a meal. Could it be bad for your stomach? Drinking lemon water on an empty stomach may be beneficial for some people, but cause discomfort for others, especially those who suffer from acid reflux, gastritis, or other gastrointestinal disorders. The citric acid found in lemons can irritate the gastric mucosa, especially in people who are sensitive to acids. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Gastroenterology shows that citric acid can cause symptoms to worsen in people with acid reflux, causing symptoms such as heartburn, a sour taste in the mouth, and burning in the esophageal area. Approximately 20–30% of people with reflux may experience worsening symptoms when sour drinks are consumed on an empty stomach. In addition, citric acid can increase the secretion of gastric juice, which can cause irritation in people with gastritis or stomach ulcers. Studies also show that in some people, citric water can cause increased acidity in the stomach, which increases the risk of inflammation. However, in people with normal acidity, lemon water may not cause any problems and may even help improve digestion by stimulating enzyme and bile production. For those who are sensitive to acidity or uncomfortable drinking lemon water before a meal, an alternative may be to drink the beverage after a meal. In one study published in Digestive Diseases and Sciences, it was shown that drinking lemon water after a meal may help stimulate digestive enzyme production and improve the breakdown of fats and carbohydrates, which may promote more efficient digestion. An important aspect is the individual approach. For people with sensitive stomachs, it is recommended to dilute lemon juice with more water to reduce its acidity. For example, The juice of half a lemon per 250 milliliter of water can reduce irritation of the gastric mucosa. It is also useful to observe the body's reaction and, in case of discomfort, adjust the time of drinking lemon water. Thus, drinking lemon water before meals may be beneficial for some people, but is not suitable for everyone. It is important to consider your individual reaction and, if necessary, adjust the timing and concentration of the drink to avoid negative effects on the stomach and digestion. Mistake 3. Using lemons from unpeeled sources. Are you exposing yourself to risks? Using lemons purchased from unpeeled or uncertified sources can carry potential health risks. Lemons, like other fruits with peels, can be covered in pesticide residues, dirt, germs, and even mold. Pesticides are widely used in agriculture to protect plants from pests, but traces of them can remain on the surface of lemons, posing a risk to consumers. Research published in Environmental Research shows that more than 30% of all lemons entering markets may contain pesticide residue on the peel. This is especially true for lemons imported from countries with less stringent pesticide regulations. Some studies also reveal the presence of hazardous chemical compounds that can have negative health effects with long-term exposure, including endocrine disruption, reduced immune defense, and increased risk of chronic disease. In addition to pesticides, lemon peels can harbor pathogens such as Escherichia coli, Salmonella, and other bacteria that can cause gastrointestinal disorders. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, inadequate handling of fruits and vegetables, including lemons, is responsible for about 48 million cases of foodborne infections in the U.S. each year. To reduce the risk of consuming contaminated lemons, it is critical to wash the fruit thoroughly before use. Regular running water may not always be sufficient to remove stubborn contaminants and pesticides. We recommend using specialized fruit detergents or soaking lemons in a 1.3 solution of vinegar and water for a few minutes before rinsing. This helps remove up to 80% of pesticide residue, according to a study conducted by the Journal of Food Science. You should also prefer organic lemons, which are grown without the use of synthetic pesticides and chemical fertilizers. Organic fruits typically contain fewer harmful chemicals and may contain 25% more antioxidants, which can help improve overall health, according to the British Journal of Nutrition. Proper storage of lemons also plays an important role in maintaining their quality. Lemons should be stored in a cool, dry place to avoid excess moisture, which can promote mold and other microorganisms. Storing them in airtight containers or in the refrigerator can extend the freshness of lemons by several weeks. Thus, using lemons from unpeeled sources can put you at risk of exposure to pesticides and pathogens. Implementing hygienic practices such as washing fruit thoroughly and choosing organic produce will help protect your health and make lemon water safe and healthy to drink. Mistake 4. Adding lemon juice too early in the cooking process. Are you losing important nutrients? Adding lemon juice too early in the cooking process can result in a significant loss of nutrients, especially vitamin C and antioxidants. Vitamin C, or ascorbic acid, is one of the most temperature-sensitive vitamins. Research published in the Journal of Nutritional Science shows that when exposed to high temperatures, above 70 degrees Celsius, vitamin C begins to break down, losing up to 50% of its activity after just 10 minutes of heat treatment. This means that adding lemon juice at the beginning of cooking can deprive the dish of this important antioxidant. Besides vitamin C, other bioactive compounds in lemon, such as flavonoids, which have anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, can also be destroyed by exposure to high temperatures. For example, flavonoids such as hesperidin and diosmin, which are beneficial for heart and vascular health, lose their effectiveness with prolonged heating, according to data reported in Food Chemistry. Therefore, to preserve these important nutrients, experts recommend adding lemon juice at the end of the cooking process, when the temperature has already dropped. This preserves the freshness and integrity of the vitamins and antioxidants, ensuring maximum health benefits. In addition, Adding lemon juice at the end of cooking gives the dish a bright and refreshing taste, which improves its aromatic qualities. This is especially important for dishes such as sauces, soups, and fish, where the freshness and flavor of lemon can greatly enhance the overall flavor palette. For example, in Mediterranean cuisine, lemon juice is often added in the last minutes of cooking to preserve its intense flavor and nutritional value. Including fresh lemon juice at this point also helps boost iron absorption from plant foods, making it a useful addition to iron-rich dishes such as spinach or lentils. Thus, if you want to get the most out of lemon juice, add it at the very end of cooking. Not only will this preserve its vitamins and antioxidants, but it will also provide a fresh taste and flavor to your dishes. This approach will not only improve the flavor of your food, but also its nutritional value, which will have a positive impact on your health in the long run. Mistake 5. Storing lemons in a bowl on the table. Are you doing it wrong? Storing lemons in a bowl on your desk may seem convenient and even aesthetically pleasing, but it's far from the most effective way to preserve their freshness and nutritional value. Lemons, like other citrus fruits, are quite sensitive to their environment, and improper storage can cause them to spoil quickly. At room temperature, lemons begin to lose moisture, which can cause them to dry out, lose flavor, and reduce vitamin content. According to research published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, when lemons are stored at room temperature, they can lose up to 30% of their moisture content in just 1 week. This causes the peel to become wrinkled and hard, and the flesh to become less juicy and flavorful. Also, if stored in the air for long periods of time, lemons can be exposed to microorganisms and mold, especially if they have even the slightest damage on the rind. Storing lemons in the refrigerator helps to extend their shelf life considerably. At about 4 degrees Celsius, 39 degrees Celsius, which is the standard temperature for most home refrigerators, lemons can retain their freshness for up to 4 weeks. The refrigerator slows moisture loss and prevents mold growth, making it an ideal place to store citrus. However, simply putting lemons in the refrigerator is not enough. To prevent excessive drying out and maintain optimal humidity, it is recommended to store them in an airtight container or plastic bag. This helps create a barrier to air and maintains the right level of moisture inside the package. Studies show that lemons stored in airtight bags retain up to 80% more moisture compared to those stored open. It's also important to avoid excessive moisture when storing lemons. If lemons remain wet for too long, for example, after washing, it can promote mold development and rotting. Therefore, if you plan to wash your lemons before storing them, make sure they are completely dry before placing them in the refrigerator. Thus, proper storage of lemons involves not only using the refrigerator, but also maintaining conditions that prevent moisture loss and exposure to air. Store lemons in airtight containers or bags, and you can enjoy their freshness and nutritional benefits for much longer. Following these simple guidelines will help you avoid lemons from spoiling and maximize their health benefits. Mistake 6. Leaving cut lemons out in the air. Are you losing flavor and nutrients? Leaving cut lemons out in the air is a mistake many people make without even realizing that it results in a significant loss of flavor and nutrients. When a lemon is cut, its pulp is exposed to oxygen, which triggers oxidation processes. These processes destroy the vitamins and antioxidants that make lemon healthy. In particular, vitamin C, one of lemon's key antioxidants, is extremely sensitive to oxidation. Research published in the Journal of Food Science shows that a cut lemon loses up to 25% of its vitamin C content just hours after it is exposed to air. This loss is even greater if the lemon is stored at room temperature and not protected from oxygen and light. In addition, oxidation also affects the flavor of lemon, making it more bitter and less refreshing. The destruction of organic acids and aromatic compounds such as limonene leads to a weakening of the bright citrus flavor that makes lemon water and other dishes so fragrant. Thus, a cut lemon loses not only its healthful properties, but also much of its culinary potential. To prevent this loss, cut lemons should be immediately placed in an airtight container and stored in the refrigerator. This will help slow oxidation processes and preserve both vitamins and flavor. Studies show that proper storage in airtight containers can reduce vitamin C loss by up to 10% in the first 24 hours, significantly extending the shelf life of the product. It's also important to use cut lemon as soon as possible, as, even when stored in the fridge, its nutritional value will gradually diminish. A simple and effective tip is to slice the lemon just before use to maximize its freshness and nutrients. Thus, to avoid losing the health benefits and flavor of a cut lemon, you should properly store it in the refrigerator and use it as soon as possible. These simple practices will help you keep lemons fresh, flavorful, and nutritious, which will improve both the taste of your food and your health. Mistake 7. Incomplete juicing. Are you losing some of the benefits? Incomplete juicing of lemons is a missed opportunity to maximize the nutrients and health benefits. Lemons contain not only vitamin C, but also a variety of other beneficial compounds such as flavonoids, essential oils, and organic acids that can help boost the immune system, improve digestion, and fight inflammation. However, if the juice is not fully squeezed, much of these compounds remain inside the fruit. Research conducted by the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that the lemon cells that contain the juice are scattered throughout the pulp and located closer to the inside of the rind. This means that with insufficient force, much of the juice and the nutrients it contains can be missed. Full squeezing can increase the amount of vitamin C you get by 20–30%, as well as release more antioxidants and organic acids. Using techniques to maximize juice extraction from the lemon, such as rolling the lemon on a hard surface before cutting, can help break down the fibers and facilitate juice release. In one study, Food Science and Technology found that rolling a lemon increased the amount of juice extracted by 10–15%. In addition, briefly heating a lemon in a microwave oven for 15 to 20 seconds can make the cell walls softer, which also facilitates juice extraction. This method can increase the amount of juice produced by 20% compared to regular juicing. Using a lemon juicer is also one of the most effective ways to extract the maximum amount of juice. Juicers provide even pressure that helps extract not only the juice, but also the essential oils from the peel, which contain powerful antioxidants and give the drink a richer flavor. It's important to remember that lemon juice, besides being a source of vitamin C, is also rich in citric acid, which helps improve the absorption of minerals like calcium and iron from other foods. Full juice extraction will help you maximize these benefits for bone and circulatory health. So proper lemon juice squeezing techniques not only increase the amount of juice, but also help you get the most of the nutrients and enjoy a richer flavor. Incorporating these techniques into your daily lemon water practice ensures that you get the full benefit of this simple but powerful beverage. Mistake 8. Consuming too much lemon juice for acid reflux. Aren't you harming your stomach? Consuming lemon juice in large quantities can be a problem for people with acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD. The citric acid in lemons can increase the acidity of gastric juice, leading to irritation of the esophageal mucosa and worsening symptoms such as heartburn, burning in the chest, discomfort, and even chest pain. A study published in the World Journal of Gastroenterology found that more than 30% of patients diagnosed with GERD experience an exacerbation of symptoms when consuming acidic foods, including lemons and citrus juices. Citric acid lowers the pH in the stomach, which can increase the aggressive effects of stomach acid on the esophageal mucosa, especially if the lower esophageal sphincter is weakened and cannot effectively prevent acid from entering the esophagus. For those who suffer from acid reflux, it is important to limit the amount of lemon juice consumed and closely monitor the body's response. One way to reduce the effects of citric acid is to dilute the juice with more water. For example, Adding half a lemon to 250-300 milliliters of water can reduce the acidity of the drink, making it gentler on the digestive system. This can help people with GERD or acid sensitivity avoid exacerbating symptoms. In addition, studies show that the timing of lemon water intake also matters. Drinking lemon juice immediately after a meal can reduce the impact of acid on the esophagus, as the food can act as a barrier to prevent it from backing up into the esophagus. At the same time, drinking lemon water on an empty stomach can exacerbate symptoms because the acid interacts with an empty stomach where there is no food to neutralize it. It is equally important to consult your doctor before incorporating lemon water into your diet if you have chronic digestive issues. Your doctor can help determine the optimal amount and frequency of lemon juice consumption depending on your condition. Some patients may find that only a small amount of lemon juice per day works for them, while others may need to eliminate it completely from their diet to avoid irritation. In summary, lemon water can be a healthy and refreshing beverage, but for people with acid reflux, it requires extra caution. Moderation, dilution, and attention to the body's reaction will help avoid negative effects and keep the gastrointestinal tract healthy. Mistake 9. Using purchased lemon juice. Are you losing fresh nutrients? Purchased lemon juice may seem like a convenient substitute for fresh lemons at first glance, but its nutritional benefits are significantly inferior to fresh juice. Most commercial lemon juices are pasteurized and otherwise processed, resulting in a significant loss of vitamins and antioxidants. Research published in the Journal of Food Science has shown that heat treatment destroys up to 40 to 50% of vitamin C, and this process continues even after packaging. In addition, purchased lemon juices often contain additives such as preservatives, citric acid, and sugar. These additives not only reduce the naturalness of the product, but can also negatively affect its beneficial properties. For example, large amounts of sugar or syrup can increase the caloric content of a beverage, which takes away from its health benefits and can lead to undesirable consequences for people watching their blood sugar levels. One study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that added sugar in drinks can increase the risk of metabolic disease and weight gain. It's also worth considering that many manufacturers use lemon juice concentrates that are further diluted with water before packaging. This significantly reduces the nutrient density of the juice compared to freshly squeezed lemon juice. Concentrates typically go through several processing steps, which also affects their quality. According to data published in Food Chemistry, the concentration of beneficial flavonoids and polyphenols in juices from concentrates can be reduced by 20–30%. Using fresh lemon juice ensures that you are getting the maximum amount of vitamin C, antioxidants, and other bioactive compounds that help strengthen the immune system, improve digestion, and maintain healthy skin. Fresh juice also retains the lemon's natural essential oils, which give it a richer and brighter flavor, enhancing the flavor of lemon water. In addition, fresh lemon juice can be used without concerns about artificial additives or preservatives, making it a healthier choice. This is especially important for those who follow diets that focus on keeping food clean and natural. Thus, store-bought lemon juice cannot compare to fresh lemons in terms of flavor or nutritional benefits. To maximize the health benefits, it is important to choose fresh lemons and squeeze the juice just before consumption. Not only will this approach provide you with more vitamins and antioxidants, but it will also give you a cleaner and richer flavor of lemon water, making it even more beneficial and enjoyable in your daily diet. Mistake 10. Drinking pure lemon juice. Aren't you damaging your teeth? Drinking pure lemon juice can have unpredictable consequences for your dental health and overall oral health. Lemon juice is an acid that has a low pH, around 2.0, making it comparable to some strong chemical acids. With frequent exposure to such acids, tooth enamel, the protective layer that coats the teeth and shields them from decay, begins to break down, which can lead to increased tooth sensitivity, loss of enamel luster, and the development of dental erosion. Research published in the Journal of Dentistry found that acidic beverages, such as lemon juice, can significantly accelerate enamel erosion. Studies have found that drinking acidic beverages daily can increase the risk of tooth erosion by 30–50%, depending on the acid concentration and frequency of consumption. Even if drinking lemon juice does not cause immediate pain or discomfort, prolonged exposure can cause permanent damage to tooth enamel, requiring dental intervention. In addition, the citric acid found in lemon juice promotes an environment in which bacteria can more easily thrive. The acidity lowers the pH of the mouth, which promotes the growth of cavity-causing bacteria and reduces the protective properties of saliva. It can also contribute to the formation of plaque and tartar. For those who don't want to give up the benefits of lemon juice but still care about dental health, it is recommended to dilute it with water, which helps to reduce the acidity. This reduces the aggressive effect of citric acid on the enamel and makes the drink safer for teeth. According to the recommendations of dentists, the optimal ratio is the juice of half a lemon per 250–300 mmol of water. It is also useful to drink lemon water through a tube to minimize the contact of acid with the teeth. After drinking lemon water, it is important to rinse your mouth thoroughly with clean water to neutralize the acid and restore the pH balance in your mouth. However, brushing your teeth immediately after drinking lemon juice is not recommended, as the enamel becomes more vulnerable and brushing at this time can increase its wear and tear. Instead, it is recommended to wait at least 30 minutes before brushing to give the enamel time to recover. It is also worth considering that lemon juice can irritate the gastric mucosa, especially in people with acid sensitivity or gastritis. Undiluted lemon juice can increase inflammation and cause stomach discomfort. Diluting the juice with water reduces this and makes the drink more palatable and safer for the digestive system. So, while pure lemon juice has many health benefits, its high acidity can have a negative impact on the teeth and gastric mucosa. Diluting the juice with water and proper oral care will help protect your teeth from erosion while maintaining all the benefits of this beverage. Mistake 11. Drinking lemon water that is too cold. Aren't you harming your digestion? Drinking lemon water that is too cold may not be as harmless as it seems at first glance. While cold water is refreshing and can be a welcome drink in hot weather, it can have an undesirable effect on the digestive process. Studies show that cold water can cause blood vessels in the stomach to constrict and slow down peristalsis, the processes that are responsible for moving food through the digestive tract. The Journal of Physiology and Pharmacology published data that confirms that drinking cold water can slow down the activity of enzymes involved in breaking down food. Digestive enzymes work most efficiently at body temperature, and lower water temperatures can slow their action. As a result, food can stay in the stomach longer, which can lead to a feeling of heaviness and slower digestion of nutrients. Cold water can also affect fat absorption. One study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that cold drinks can cause a short-term slowing of fat metabolism, which reduces the efficiency of fat breakdown and digestion. This can be particularly noticeable when eating high-fat meals, when the body needs more energy to process them. For people with sensitive digestive systems, drinking cold water can also trigger stomach cramps or discomfort. According to the Journal of Gastroenterology and Hepatology, drinking drinks that are too cold can cause the stomach's blood vessels to constrict sharply and slow down blood flow, which can cause digestion to malfunction. For those who suffer from sensitive teeth, cold water can cause discomfort or even pain. People with tooth sensitivity may have damaged or thinned enamel, making their teeth more vulnerable to temperature changes. An alternative is to drink room temperature lemon water or slightly warm water. This helps maintain normal levels of digestive enzyme activity and does not cause vasoconstriction. Warm water can also help detoxify the body more quickly and effectively. In Chinese and Ayurvedic medicine, warm water is considered more beneficial to digestive health because it promotes better digestion and boosts metabolism. Experimenting with different temperatures of lemon water can help you determine what works best for your body. Water temperatures can vary depending on the time of year, health conditions, and individual preferences. Incorporating room temperature lemon water or slightly warm water into your daily regimen can create a gentler and more enjoyable experience, improving not only digestion, but also overall body health. So while cold water can be refreshing, it can slow digestion and cause discomfort. Drinking room temperature or warm lemon water can be more beneficial to the body, helping to maintain normal digestive processes and keeping both the stomach and teeth comfortable. Mistake 12. Washing lemons before use. Are you putting your health at risk? Not washing lemons before use can greatly increase your risk of ingesting harmful substances such as pesticides, germs, and dirt. Even if you don't consume the rind of a lemon directly, these contaminants can easily get onto the pulp and juice while squeezing it, making thorough lemon peeling a must practice to maintain your health. Lemons, like many other fruits, are grown using pesticides to protect them from insects and disease. According to data published by Environmental Health Perspectives, about 70% of commercially grown lemons may contain pesticide residue on the peel. These chemicals can pose health risks, especially if consumed regularly. Long-term exposure to pesticides has been linked to an increased risk of diseases such as cancer, hormone disruption, and nervous system problems. In addition to pesticides, pathogens such as Escherichia coli, Salmonella, and Listeria may be present on the surface of lemons. According to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, contaminated fruits and vegetables are one of the leading causes of food poisoning. Bacteria can get on the surface of lemons during transportation, storage, and contact with other contaminated produce. Unpeeled lemons that are squeezed directly into water or added to dishes can be a source of infections. To minimize these risks, experts recommend washing lemons thoroughly before use. Rinsing under running water alone may not be enough to remove pesticide residue and bacteria. The Journal of Food Science advises using a vegetable brush to remove more stubborn contaminants. Additionally, soaking lemons in a 1.3 solution of vinegar and water for a few minutes can help remove up to 98% of pesticide residue from the surface, according to research. An equally important aspect is the proper storage of lemons after washing. If lemons are stored in damp conditions, it can promote the development of mold and fungus, which can also be hazardous to health. After washing, lemons should be thoroughly dried and placed in a clean container or bag to prevent moisture buildup and keep them fresh. Thus, washing lemons before use is not just an extra precaution, but an important hygiene practice that helps protect your body from harmful substances and infections. This simple step can significantly reduce risks and ensure that your lemon water is not only refreshing, but also safe. Mistake 13. Drinking lemon water during a long fast. Can it be harmful to your stomach? Drinking lemon water during a long fast can have both positive and negative effects on your body, especially on your stomach. For some people, it can be a helpful way to stimulate digestion, but for others, it can provoke discomfort. The citric acid in lemon can irritate the mucous membrane of the stomach, especially if the stomach is empty. When you drink lemon water on an empty stomach, the acidity of the lemon juice interacts directly with the gastric mucosa. Although the stomach naturally produces acid to digest food, overexposure to outside acids can be a problem for people with gastritis, ulcers, or hyperacidity. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Gastroenterology found that drinking acidic beverages, such as lemon water, can exacerbate symptoms in patients with gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD, or chronic gastritis, causing heartburn, burning, and discomfort in the upper abdomen. In addition, prolonged fasting itself can weaken the protective functions of gastric mucus, making the stomach more vulnerable to the effects of acids. One study in the American Journal of Gastroenterology found that fasting for more than 12 hours can increase the stomach's sensitivity to irritants such as acid and spices. In such cases, drinking lemon water can aggravate the situation, causing painful symptoms such as gastric cramps and increased gas. For those who feel uncomfortable drinking lemon water on an empty stomach, it is recommended to try drinking it after a meal. Research published in the Digestive Health Journal has shown that drinking lemon water after a meal can help improve digestion by stimulating bile production and improving the breakdown of fats. This is especially true for those who suffer from slow digestion or discomfort after meals. Lemon water can act as a gentle cleanser, helping to keep the digestive system functioning properly. However, for some people, especially those practicing interval fasting, drinking lemon water on an empty stomach can be perfectly acceptable and even beneficial, helping to energize digestive processes. Studies have shown that lemon water can stimulate the production of digestive enzymes and help the body detoxify more effectively. But it's important to remember that the body's reaction to acid is individualized, and what's good for one person may be problematic for another. So, drinking lemon water during a long fast can have both positive and negative effects on your body. It is important to monitor your body's reaction and adjust the timing and amount you consume depending on your needs and stomach sensitivity. If you are experiencing discomfort, drinking lemon water after a meal can be a safe and healthy alternative, supporting your stomach health and overall well-being. What do you think about this? Do you agree with these statements? If there are any questions, ask them in the comments. More information on this topic can be found at the links in the description below this video and on our channel.
Subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications. Please like and share this video with your friends. Thanks to our sponsors for their support. I eagerly await your comments and encourage you to watch these useful videos.